Hi, it's Tisha Powell. Welcome to US Business News. Today's money topic, Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin going? Some believe 120 by December 2024. We're about to tell you. Hit that free button and that like button. Folks, hit that free like and subscribe button. Thank you so much. We'll see you right after the intro. So we're going to look at Bitcoin, how it's been behaving. Bullish, it's going up. Remember we talked about the support, bottom, resistance, up, 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 up. So it did really good for the last 6 months. People returned 45.52%. If you put Bitcoin for 6 months, you got 45.52. If you had it for 1 month, you got 20.93. Oh, I'm so loving my Bitcoin portfolio. So let's look at what else Bitcoin is doing. BlackRock went in on Bitcoin. Yeah, they're getting Bitcoin ETF. That's good for us. Ooh, Bitcoin. Bitcoin for boomers. I love it. Yes, Bitcoin can be used for more than just trading. Some people are day trading Bitcoin, but you can use it for your online business because Bitcoin is one of those internet digital currency that's taken probably everywhere on the internet. Most commerce are taking Bitcoin. PayPal has Bitcoin. You just need internet and a digital wallet. I was with Coinbase and now I'm with PayPal. So I'm with Coinbase and PayPal, digital wallet. Plus XRP won their lawsuit. Yay! SEC, we already told you, SEC. We already told you that cryptocurrency cannot be security. And we knew it was going to come out. And XRP, Ripple, they're back in. So this is good for crypto news. Very, very good. There are 2 more lawsuits we're watching, Coinbase and Banaka. So we don't think they're going to get the same outcome because Banaka is a little different from Coinbase, but crypto is rippling apart, rippling up from SEC. That's giving Bitcoin a lot of momentum. Do you see the strokes? Can you see them? Do you see how they're long, and it's all green? You know what that means when they're long and green. It's so much momentum to go up. That's why BlackRock, $4 trillion value, BlackRock is going Bitcoin ETF. They're not going to throw their 4 trillion in, but even a quarter of 4 trillion is pretty decent. So BlackRock is serious about Bitcoin. So there you have it. We've got some big players coming into Bitcoin, and there's a bank in England, a chartered bank, a chartered standard bank in England. They are predicting bullish on Bitcoin. They think Bitcoin will be December 2024, 120. So what we are expecting from Bitcoin, this is how you read the charts. I've been reading them for 30 years now. If you look, you'll see that Bitcoin high was 68. So we know that is the resistance. It went down to 15, so we know that's the support. So with that kind of level, we know it's got to break 68. Like the real estate market, if you looked at 2004, houses like in Fort Lauderdale, let's say zip code 33301, was averaging 400,000. In 2020, those houses were back to 400. Now they're at 800. So it broke the resistance of 400. It hovers at 800. So we know that Bitcoin is going to break the resistance of 68, and it probably will double. We don't know when. They're predicting for December 2024. Now, you're saying, oh, we have this information. Should we go in 100%? Absolutely not. If you've been watching the show, I've been telling people, I'm having this disclaimer because this is reality. I've been trading for 30 years. I've been investing for 30 years in the United States. Markets can turn on you. Markets have a weird way of turning because there's 4 things that we cannot control. So that's why I'm telling people, do not leverage yourself. I'm surprised. I read on TikTok, I was watching that there are people who mortgage their homes to buy cryptocurrency. That is not a good idea. That is just not a good idea. You don't want to put your eggs in all one basket because there's 4 things that can happen while you are investing. Nature, acts of God, you can't control that. That can change the market. Think about 2020 when COVID was shut down. What happened to the stock market and the real estate market? It dipped because people panic, fear and ego. Greed. I tell people the market is going to humble you. Anybody who told you they haven't gotten a loss from the market is lying. It will humble you. Numbers do not lie. People's emotion. So you cannot get emotionally attached to any asset because they can turn on you. So that's why people are not going in with 100%. They're diverse in their portfolio. They're using Bitcoin to hedge them against inflation. That's another reason that the momentum is very strong for Bitcoin. People are sick of the US government leveraging the dollar to fight wars. Leveraging the dollar. You see what they're doing with the Russia-Ukraine. They have seized the assets of Russians who are not part of the war to punish Russia. And that makes no sense, because why would you punish everybody for something they didn't do? Because they're born in Russia don't mean they're guilty. So, we've got to use our common sense. So people don't want to be with the dollar that much anymore. Not only that, we're seeing a lot of mismanagement by big government in the United States. We see power where they shut down US Silicon Bank because they didn't like crypto. I mean, we know they don't like crypto because the SEC filed a lawsuit against Coinbase, Banaka, XRP, Ripple, and they shut down US Silicon Bank for one reason. They were involved with crypto. And they shut down another bank. The government, big government, shut down another bank in New York. That bank too was involved in crypto. And big government did shut down the banks in 2004 when so many homeowners were 100% financing. So we know big government really don't really like the investments. That's why I said, if you have a choice between banks and government, the bank should be the intermediate. So big government is also proposing, 130 countries propose their own digital currency. They're all chasing after Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency in the world. It's the first one, and it has the most volume. It has over 400 billion in volume. That's good to trade. It means it's liquid. The market cap is good. So that's why I do not trade every 23,000 crypto, because they don't all have volume. I do love Bitcoin. So that's what I'm going to focus on, Bitcoin. So when it is fully diluted market cap, 638.085 billion. It has the potential to go to trillions because it did that before. So we know that is why BlackRock is bullish on Bitcoin, and the Chartered Bank in England is bullish on Bitcoin. Well, they're talking about Bitcoin. It's going to hit 120. And so is Rich Dad Poor Dad author. He thinks Bitcoin is going to go high as well. Maybe not Rich Dad Poor Dad, but most analysts, including myself, are predicting that Bitcoin is bullish, and it's based upon just reading candlestick over the last 30 years and just knowing, Bitcoin candlestick is different from the stock market candlestick, but candlestick is candlestick. If you can read it, you can read other asset classes. So that's why it's good to subscribe so you can learn more about candlestick. It's not that difficult to learn. So Bitcoin closed Friday, closed around 3383, and it's all green. And if you see how lovely the sticks are, how long, it's going to be bullish. But it's moving slow, so it's going to take a while before it hit 120. It will take probably 12 months. But things can reverse. That's why we have to watch it daily. This is why we do Bitcoin every week. So subscribe so you can know more. Things can reverse because government can do anything now. We know what 130 cryptocurrencies are, 130 digital currencies are coming to the market, two of which are the largest countries in the world. China has its own digital currency, so is the United States. That is going to change Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is still the number one cryptocurrency in the world, and also why people love Bitcoin as well. It's not owned by government or bank. It actually is just people owning it, and it has a limited supply. It's only 21 million of it, and they'll find it by 2030. Supply, demand, real estate, and we know Bitcoin is the future. Cryptocurrency, digital currency is the future. TikTok is the future. YouTube is the future. Google is the future. Facebook, all of this is the future. Social media. Why do we know this? Because we see two billionaires in America fighting over digital assets. Elon Musk and Zuckerberg. They're fighting over digital asset. Bitcoin is a digital asset. Let me tell you the three reasons I love Bitcoin. It is easy to own. For $5, you can own a bit of Bitcoin. You need internet, PayPal, Coinbase, or a digital wallet. Any digital wallet. There's so many of them. Google for a digital wallet. And there's no intermediate. And it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It can reach places that your credit card and your MasterCard can't reach. It's less fees involved. Your credit cards charge so much fees for you to use overseas. When you're using Bitcoin, it's brick and mortars use Bitcoin. I'm in New York, people are using Bitcoin in brick and mortar. And if you have an online business, you can take Bitcoin. You can also use Bitcoin to buy clothes overseas. There are 2 billion people on the internet. They're trading. How are you going to trade with somebody in India? How are you going to trade with somebody in Pakistan? How are you going to trade with somebody overseas? Algeria, England, Germany. How do you trade with foreigners if you're in America? The credit card don't work that well. You're going to need Bitcoin. So it's good that you can get talent all over the world online using Bitcoin. Bitcoin helps small business owners, and I was shocked with the SEC versus Coinbase because I'm 47 years old, mom of 9-year-old twins in the United States. And I have an online business and I depend upon Bitcoin. So I was shocked when the government sued SEC. I'm like, cryptocurrency people are nice. They're not doing anything to hurt us. But then I recognize that the US dollar is dead now. And so they're trying to blame Bitcoin. By the way, Bitcoin also hedge against inflation. That's another reason. Bitcoin returned more than any other asset class over the last 10 years. Why do you think BlackRock, the number one on Wall Street, $4 trillion. They're going bullish on Bitcoin. They apply for the Bitcoin ETF. They're serious about it. Bitcoin is real. People actually mine this Bitcoin. It didn't just pop out of the sky. We actually, as human beings, we actually put it together. People like you and me put it together and they mined it. So we know they put sweat equity, and we know that Bitcoin complete the internet. The internet became an ecosystem. It became digital real estate. Why do you think Zuckerberg call it metaface now? We are going into a digital era. We are in a digital era, and it's 2 billion. It's going to keep growing. And guess what? We need to do e-commerce because human nature is to trade. And how are you going to trade with people all over the world? Internet is international. Internet, international. Think that way. International. That's the whole point of the internet, is to reach everybody. And you want to do e-commerce with as many people as you can, because that's just life. Everybody was made by one God. So there you have it. Diverse, and diverse your portfolio with some Bitcoin. Don't buy too much. It is not good. Alright, I'm Tisha Powell. We'll see you another time.